Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a video on how to save a little bit of money. We have some tips for you that work well for us. We figured this would be a good video to make at this time because prices of pretty much everything have gone way up, so we wanted to give you some tips.
So what do you want to get started with?
Maybe you can take this one, shopping around for gas.
So I'm a big advocate for saving money on my gas, and I will literally drive around town looking for the cheapest gas. Now, I don't just leave my house, drive around.
I mean, don't drive around too much looking for gas because you're going to waste gas.
But as I'm driving around doing stuff, if I see someone's got cheap gas, I pull in and I top it up. And there's a pretty big swing in gas prices, at least in our town. Cheapest to the most expensive two stations, you're going to save a little over $1 a gallon.
Yeah, and another way to save is to belong to a shop like Costco or BJ's. We belong to Costco. We have a membership there, so they do have gas at some of the Costco's, and you can save even more money on gas there.
Costco, BJ's, Sam's, and Stop and Shop, they all have these gas cards.
And you do have to be a member, but honestly, it doesn't cost that much. We pay $60 a year for a membership at Costco. That pretty much paid for itself the first month. I would also recommend shopping at thrift shops in well-to-do towns. You will find some really good quality clothes, but you will be spending a lot less than if you went to a department store. That doesn't work as well for Sean because they don't usually have huge selections for men at thrift shops for some reason. So you usually like shopping at Bob's.
Bob's is my go-to. I'm going to roll into Bob's whenever I need anything first. I'm going to look there, and if I can't find it at Bob's, then I'll head somewhere else. And it's because Bob's almost always has 20% off, 50% off, buy two, get one free.
Huge savings.
And their starting price is usually at least as low as everybody else, if not lower.
Something that we like to do every week is to go out for dinner, but that has gotten really expensive. One tip that we have is instead of going out to dinner, go out to a brunch or lunch. So we have a restaurant we really like in Burlington, Mass, and it's the same menu for lunch and dinner. And when we went to lunch, we saved about $20. And I look at the lunch menus at other restaurants, and it is usually a lot cheaper.
Yeah. We're not saying don't do a dinner date ever again. Maybe once a month or twice a month, do a Sunday brunch instead of a Friday night or Saturday night dinner. You'll save a little bit extra money.
Yeah. Next one, you want to take that one?
Oh, this one's all me. Fix your own shit. It's really important to learn how to fix your stuff and maintain your stuff and not always pay someone to fix it for you. A lot of times if your lawnmower is not working, if you just go online and go on YouTube and punch in the issue, you're going to find out it's almost always going to be the spark plug or the air filter, or a wing nut just needs to get tightened on the carburetor. And you'll get step-by-step instructions online how to do it, and you're going to save yourself hundreds of dollars right off the bat.
I can't think of how many times people have hired Sean to screw in light bulbs. It's just something that you don't need to hire somebody for.
I've had people pay me $60 an hour to replace light bulbs, tighten screws on cabinets, realign sink faucets that are a little loose, like just the simplest things that everybody should be able to fix themselves. They're either too afraid or too intimidated to take it on themselves. So they hire someone to do it who they think is going to be an expert. I got news for you. A lot of those experts, they're on YouTube Googling your problem before they fix your problem.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows everything.
Another thing that I actually did for us was open up a high yield savings account online. We've been keeping our savings in a local bank and we've been making nothing in interest for the last 10 years or even longer. There are a bunch of banks online where you can transfer your money. I found banks as high as 5% interest. So I transferred our savings into one of those online accounts. Some of them have a minimum balance. With this bank, I had to start with a minimum balance of $5,000. And as long as I have that in there, it will make me 5% interest over the course of the year. Take a look online, see if you can find a bank that will work for you, and I recommend transferring at least some of your savings there.
You might want to keep stuff liquid that you need to get to fast from a bank
machine.
Yeah,
it will take a little longer to pull out that money, so what I did was I left a little bit in the bank where we also have our checking account, so I can always transfer some of the savings to the checking if I need to use it right away.
Next one is all you.
Yes, that is all me. This is a no-brainer, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's just stay healthy. It's common sense, but we're all very busy. It's hard sometimes to eat well, to find the time to exercise. But really, if you think about it, health care in the States is just so expensive that you really don't want to risk getting a serious disease. If you do, in addition to paying for your health insurance, now you're also having to pay for the medical bills. Obviously not all of them, because that's why you have insurance, but there's almost always a percentage that you still have to pay out of pocket.
Another good one would be to check out the subscriptions you have. A lot of us sign up for these apps, or we sign up for stuff and it's 50 cents a month.
Or our
$1
kids
a
do
year.
and we don't know about it.
Yeah, so you can have anywhere from 10 to 100 of these subscriptions that you're unaware of, and they purposely charge very little money, 25 cents, 50 cents, $1 a month.
So it's easy to sign up.
So if you run through and check these out, you might be able to save anywhere from $50 to $150 a month just by getting rid of the subscriptions you're not using.
It's a good idea to review your credit card statement. Sometimes I will find something that we're still paying for and not using, and then I'll just get rid of it. Another one is make your own lunch. So if you don't work from home and you have to drive into the office, make your lunch. Maybe not every day, because I know it's sometimes tough to make the time, but make your lunch at least a few times a week so that you're not buying it and spending money. Next one, that's yours.
Change jar.
Change jar.
So
Sean's idea.
So not my idea, but I introduced it to you. I have a big jar, like it's
a big
jar.
milk jug.
It's a milk jug, and whenever we have any spare change every single day, I always put the change inside the jar. It seems silly I'm putting 15 cents in or 20 cents a day, but by the end of the year, between the two of us, we've got anywhere from $100 to $200 in cash. I think we had, what, 141 this year?
141.
141.
Yeah, I guessed it. He showed it to me. He's like, how much do you think is in there? I'm like, 140.
And I'm like, you're insane, it's $100. And she was off by $1. But anyway, so we do that change jar, and that is going to be one of our nice dinners out. So every year we like to do at least 1 or 2 really nice dinners out, and that's expensive. So the change jar will cover a really nice meal out for us.
Yeah, it feels great. We had one a few months ago, and it always feels like a free dinner.
It's the tastiest meal of the year.
It is, yeah.
I have a friend, she's got a 5-gallon water jugs.
Yeah.
And she just threw quarters in it, and after like 5 or 10 years, I don't know the exact number, she had enough for a down payment on a house. She had like 10, 15 grand in that thing.
Yeah.
So it's money that you would just lose and be unaware of and just not really think of. And slowly over time, you can save a significant lump sum of money.
That's all the tips that we have for you in this video. We hope that you found it useful, and we'll talk to you in the next video.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.